Etched on concrete walls, Marwan Barghouti's face is one of the first things you see crossing the main Israeli checkpoint between Jerusalem and Ramallah. The image is coated with the smoke and tear gas of countless demonstrations against the Israeli occupation. But his name hasn't faded. And after 22 years and counting in an Israeli jail, Barghouti remains the most popular Palestinian leader there is. And with decimation in Gaza and uncertainty over its future, calls for his release in some quarters are growing. His son Arab believes he'll be home soon.
I'm very confident and very positive that my father will be released. I can feel that it will happen as soon as possible, hopefully.
That's because Hamas and Israel are trying to negotiate another prisoner exchange. Last November, hundreds of Palestinians were released from Israeli jails in exchange for some of the hostages taken by Hamas during its murderous rampage through Israeli border towns on October 7th. Even though Barghouti is associated with the rival Fatah faction heading the Palestinian Authority, Hamas has put Barghouti's name on its list. Arab says it's testimony to his father's unifying appeal and why Israel would be wise to release him.
If any Israeli leader really wants an end for this and peace for the region on the long term, they would see that my father is someone that would bring that. He's someone who still believes in the tiny chance that's left for the two-state solution.
It would be a hard ask for Israelis who see him as a terrorist with blood on his hands, charged with ordering a series of killings and suicide bombings in the Second Intifada, eventually sentenced to 5 life terms in 2004.
Everybody in this world knows that Marwan Barghouti is fighting for peace. I'm a peaceman.
Barghouti denied the allegations against him, saying he doesn't condone attacks against civilians, but he's never renounced violence as a means of resisting the occupation. In the 1990s, he was an important proponent of the Oslo peace process, setting out a path to a two-state solution. It was backed by then-Palestinian leader Yasser Arafat. But a Palestinian state never arrived. Those who know him say it led to disillusionment.
He was involved in giving awful orders. He changed his mind because he thought maybe we are not going for peace and we need to do something which will be a kind of an earthquake, which was the Second Intifada in 2000. It was a huge mistake on his side.
Yossi Beilin is one of Oslo's Israeli architects. He still believes Barghouti offers Israelis and Palestinians a chance at coexistence.
Marwan Barghouti is the most popular Palestinian leader today. The most popular. There is nobody who is close to him. And it will be a mistake on the side of Israel not to release him.
Not only him, but all other political leaders like Ahmed Saadat and others. These are political leaders. They're not terrorists. They're freedom fighters.
Mustafa Barghouti, a distant cousin of Marwan and an experienced Palestinian politician, cautions against any tendency to seek lone saviors.
We need unified leadership. Marwan can play a very important role in pushing in that direction. And then we need democratic elections,
which there haven't been in 17 years. It is perhaps not insignificant that the Free Barghouti campaign offices sit opposite the PA headquarters in Ramallah. But Arab says he thinks more of his longing as a son.
If it was for me, I would be selfish and I would tell you that I want him all for me and for my family. I think that it's not fair that my father has never met any of his grandchildren.
But he also believes his father has an important role to play in helping the Palestinian people achieve their freedom.
My father is a unifying figure for the Palestinian people, and this is his main strength and why the people still love him and still believe in him.